like we are offline. No, online? Online? Okay. Really quick, gonna run the ad so everybody can come in. Since nobody's usually here whenever I first start up, I'm just gonna run it. You won't miss anything. Just pushing buttons. And it is Christmas. I need to have my little dude. I need to give him a name. What do you name a snowman? Captions. I need to grease or oil my microphone. Well, not the microphone boon. It makes so much noise. Night Owl, how you doing? How goes your stuff? How goes your things? Captions. Okay, and it looks like YouTube is also online. Cool. Oh, you were talking from YouTube. Okay, so you know over there. I didn't even have to check on that one. You told me. Nice. Okay, looks like it. Mike, how goes it? Wait, why do I have 2 stream captions going? Stop. How did I do that? I don't know how I did that. I didn't know that that was even possible. What I actually was trying to do was turn on my sound alerts. Make sure they're on the right one. For 7 days. There we go. I still need to sit down and do the one for Outlast Trials. A batch of sounds specifically for that game. There we go. Oh, hang on, I can't see your name. Let me... Devin, how you doing? How goes it? Okay. Good grief. I need to get some WD-40 or something. What on earth was I even doing in the last one? It's been a long, long week, guys. An exceptionally long, long week. I have no idea what I was doing. Even the loot in my pocket's really not giving me any clues as to what I was doing. Here, let's just drop off and we're gonna start new. We're gonna start fresh in our brain, you know? There we go. Do the drinks. No, I already have a spot for drinks. What am I doing? And those. And maids. That I can go sell. And we're playing the Alpha 16 mod, which means even though I look like I should be repairing a couple of things, they will lower in level, so I'm not going to repair them. No, wait until they basically fall apart. Let's run to the trader and sell the cash. Do I have a mission? Yeah, it looks like I've already finished it. Okay. Let's go, Liz. Fired up 7 days. Make some to-do signs and put them up. I really do need to do that. I've actually kind of gotten sidetracked away from playing this every week for the main channel because the new update was coming out and I was just kind of waiting on news about the new update. So I haven't actually been playing in the server. I didn't play it this weekend. I didn't record on it. Nothing. Oh jeez, I don't have that up. Hang on. Where's my activity feed? I wish to see my activity feed. Oh good lord, I broke it. Guys, I broke it. It's been 2 seconds. Skylarking, thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Brett. Make 89, how you doing? How's your stuff? How's your things? How was everybody's weekend?
Good to see you're still kicking.
I'm still kicking.
Vehicles so slick, they make the road runner jealous.
Uh-huh. I think you're lying to me. Do you even have a... Why is that purple? Schwoodle's gotten into my game again. Why? I don't see anything that I would want to fight to try and get. God, no, I already have that. I think. Yeah. Okay, so we just need to pick up a mission then.
with a full no money back guarantee.
Binge watching my playlist? Nice. I hope you enjoy. Jazz Cat, thank you so much for the prime. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate. If you're catching up, I have already been told about 30 times that my fence is backwards. I know. I address it, but it's usually like at the end of the video, and most people don't stick around for the end of the video. Just letting you know. I knew it the day after I put it up that I put it up backwards, but I'm like, well, it's there, and since I can't pick them up and move them, I'm just going to leave them there until I have the materials to upgrade the type of fence that I'm using. But a lot of people are like, your fence is backwards, your fence is backwards. Is my fence backwards? Yes. Yeah, I figured it out. I've almost got enough materials put together in order to fix the fence. Like, I'm going to go up to limestone. Just for some extra, I'm assuming, health. And it says it's got a bit of resistance to certain things, so... I find it weird, though, that you can't pick up your fences and move them. Am I the only one who's kind of confused about that? We can pick up, like, boxes and move them, or shelves and move them, or the workbenches and move them, but fences, you're not allowed to pick them up and move them. You have to destroy them, which wastes materials and time. It's a bit frustrating. You're enjoying the marshmallow weapon? Oh, it's like the best one. Your weekend was rough, still not better? Is the medicine not working for you? Is it helping at all? Okay, today we're not going to worry about gathering materials, so I'm not going to double loot. For anybody who's never been here for this, we're in a server. And one of the server rules is you don't take everything out of the POIs. That way each POI still looks like an abandoned building full of furniture and stuff instead of just a whole bunch of empty boxes. So what you have to do if you want to go through and tear everything apart, like you want to tear apart the sink and the refrigerator and everything else like that, you have to double loot. So you go into the house, you tear everything out that you want, then you hit your marker to start your mission, it repopulates everything inside, and all you can do the second time is go through the loot. Go through all the boxes and stuff. That's basically how we work the server, so the buildings don't look weird. Just in case we have anybody... Ed, how much did you drink last night, my dude? Maybe don't do that. Just so if we have any new people show up, they don't wind up going into POIs that are just absolutely empty and horrendous to go through. The first couple of servers we had people that would actually go through and restart the mission and then tear down the entire building. It was very frustrating. Biker gloves. Speaking of which, what am I wearing? Biker gloves. Those are not as good, but I can combine them. Have I tested to see if I could get the marshmallow on the fire? I did not test that. I did not. I think by the time I actually had a chance to even build a fire, because it took me a little while to learn during the first part of it, before I even got to that point, my marshmallow stick broke. It's working, you only got the ear infection left, but besides that, my head still feels one size too big for my skull. Is the medicine allowing, like, this is going to sound weird, guys, but is it allowing drainage? Because a lot of the times the reason for, like, sinus infections, ear infections, and stuff like that is just, like, all of the heaters on, so your body, for some reason or another, stores all of the mucus in weird places, and then you get that sinus infection thing going. So if you can't drain it, that's what happens. I'm not sure if that's relevant, but I don't know, maybe. I'm not a doctor. I'm just saying from experience what has helped me before is taking like a Mucinex or something like that to help it, you know, my body to stop producing mucus, because that's what kind of protects all of the stuff. But you got to get to slow down producing all of that in order to get the infection to stop. Wow. Okay. Do not spit. Okay. Hey, that's a pretty decent pistol. I probably should not have been inside that guy's pocket. Stop it. Stop! Oh, I'm tired. Oh, that did not help at all. actually looking at this because that's a very good pistol. Let's see what all of this that I can fit in here. That... Just that? Just that. Okay. Complete. Let's do a swap and just put all of that stuff back into it. Don't need those. And an old sawed-off shotgun. And it looks like it doesn't have all of the parts into it yet. Okay. And I have an infection again. Every day. I don't know if for the Alpha 16 mod, if there's like been an increase in the infection chance, but I literally have just about every single POI that I have gone into, I have got an infection. Every single one. I'm not sure what's going on. Pistols? Pfft, where are the books? Yeah, exactly. Books, please! You cheated. Absolute cheats. Best 7 Days to Die horde base ever in Darkness Falls. Nerd pull to the top of Grover High and just sit there. I mean, top of any of the... top of any of the towers, you could probably do that too as well. There we go. There. Okay. It's fine. I feel like I'm out of my element because I've been playing other zombie games and it's like I'm hitting all of the wrong buttons. Not that way. Like, I was recording Surrounded for this week, and then I went from Surrounded to Van. I was hitting the wrong button like 100 times and just sitting there turning on and off my flashlight trying to figure out why I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing. I think I need to do some re-keybinds just to keep me from getting confused. Blue. Hello? It's slowly clearing? Okay, gotcha. Oh yeah, I forgot about you, ma'am. I do apologize. I didn't mean to forget about you. Well, no. Okay. I did not reload? Okay. Okay, she just stood up and asked for more. Alright. It's fine. What's in here? No, I want in here. Let me in. Thank you. New Surrounded video coming in? Yeah. I've been slowly eking it back a little bit because the Rumble videos are so far behind that I'm posting 2 Surrounded videos to the Rumble site a week and recording 1. And I've actually skipped a couple of days saying, okay, well, if I ever want to get caught back up to where the one that I posted this week goes next week on Rumble, I'm trying to, you know, get them worked back together so everything's in sync. Because as it stands, I'm having to keep a notebook of what goes where and when. Speaking of which, hiya Reaper. Speaking of which, I have a charity that I needed to, a charity stream that I would like to do. It's for Stand Up for Cancer, but I need to nail down the dates on what day we're going to be doing it. But just like a heads up, we are doing a charity this month. I just gotta figure out what day specifically I can do it. Because, why? Did your string get caught? I would like to do another 6-hour stream for it. So it would be a longer stream than usual. I was thinking maybe a Saturday or a Sunday type of thing. Dew collectors are useless now. I don't know what they're going to do to balance that. I don't know. There's really no way of balancing water. Water should... Water is actually not the keystone to what needs to be a... It's not the thing that people should be worrying about in this environment, unless they were going to make the entire map like desert, like actual Arizona. Water shouldn't actually be the problem. At all. Water should be the easiest thing unless they want to go full complicated, and I am okay with them going full complicated if that's what they want to do. Wow, look at that 90s hair. I mean, I've given my recommendations on how to make it truly complicated, and would also bring the biome into the matter, but I doubt very seriously anybody's gonna hear it. Hi! Okay, there should be a process to remove radiation. In my recent video that I just did, the 5 things that I like and the 5 things that still need work on, I actually broke down a way of making each biome specific way of making water relevant to the game. Which, it's not the first time I've said this situation. It was like a thought that I had back at 1.0, I think? Well, I might even have said it right when the Dew Collectors came out. So I really don't remember, but it was like, each biome should have a different way of getting water. There's not enough reasons to be in different biomes or different survival things happening because of the biome. Temperature really doesn't fix that. At least not fully. Like, I mean... Snow biome. There should actually be no thawed water anywhere. The lakes, the rivers, the puddles on the side, they shouldn't be thawed. You should have to warm it back up in order to use it. And it can be done because there's a mod that turns everything into ice, like permafrost or something like that. I've already forgotten what it is. Dude, she puts the lotion on her skin or she doesn't get the hose again. There's a way to do it because there's a mod that they were playing where everything is buried in like 5 feet of snow and everything freezes. So it can be done. I don't like the fact that I'm over encumbered right now. Am I carrying stupid stuff again? I'm most certainly carrying stupid stuff. I hate that. I hate that. I just randomly pick it up because I can't not just pick it up. Don't need that. I do want to keep the bones though. It's silly, but I need to keep the bones because I need to make more glue. 1 feral.
A shiny! A shiny! A shiny!
A shiny! Thank you, Brett. Have I seen the Phasmo update yet? I was thinking that if I can manage to schedule the charity stream for this weekend, Phasmo is the one that I want to play. Because I already had my... This week's schedule was already done before I found out they were even posting an update. I didn't even hear about it until the update was, like, out, basically. I had no idea it was coming out. So it's like, well, I've already made all my thumbnails. I've already figured out what I wanted to do for each one of them. But when I was looking at the calendar, I was like, crap, Christmas is next week. I was like, I want to do the charity stream before Christmas. It's either before Christmas or right around New Year's that I would want to do it, but I'm kind of leaning more towards before Christmas, so I'm thinking maybe Saturday or Sunday this week, or I don't know how I want to do my main channel for Christmas week, but maybe I could do like a Monday or Tuesday stream. Because I probably won't be streaming the rest of the week. Because, well, I'm mom and I have to decorate and cook food and, you know, all that stuff. Make cookies. Chex Mix. All of the fun things that you kind of want to do on the holidays, but typically you don't get a chance to do. There are 2 still fighting with each other. Oh, there you are, ma'am. Am I going to send you cookies? I'm not sure that I'm allowed to. That would be a very expensive cookie. Very expensive, and my cooking is not that great. Oh, he's walking. Okay, I was like, why is he not banging on the door? I thought he was a feral too. Christmas gets earlier every year? Yeah, it was like... I feel like I tripped and fell into the holidays this year. I was not paying attention. My birthday hit and like I blinked my eye, it was Thanksgiving, now I'm blinking my eyes again, now it's Christmas, and I'm like, why? Slow down, stop your things. I had so many plans. And I've just run out of time. I guess we go over here. We are clearing area, so yeah. Hello, housekeeping. Oh, jeez, Frank. Seriously, my dude? Postage is stupid. Cost you nearly 10 for your dad just to send a Christmas card to family in America. Good grief. It was Halloween just a few weeks ago. Yeah, yeah. I had to send my hard drive to Canada to get them to fix it because it was still under warranty and everything, and I thought for sure they were going to hit me for a high fee. But it was like, no, I don't want to do like the quick postage. Just when it gets there, it gets there. I finally do have it back. The problem is I'm not sure if I want to try and get one of those caddies that has several hard drives in it, so I can back things up plus have extra storage. So I'm keeping an eye out for ones that go on sale, because right now they're not really cheap. And I currently have one thing that I have to get very... What are you guys doing? I need to get a replacement battery for my battery backup because it occasionally stops and chirps. Like the battery is starting to try and give up. Oh boy. Oh boy. Frank! Move! Thank you. Jeez Louise. Yeah, y'all go over there. Seriously, Liz, you are your own worst enemy. The fees and postage are like double the price. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's like... I tried to get the same thing of soil that I got last year. It's basically like a... How many pounds was it? It's like a 65-pound bag of potting soil. And it's pretty, you know, like it's not a name brand, so it doesn't have the name brand price markup thing. And the prices last year was like $60. And they shipped it to me for like $70. This year, that same thing cost $70 and cost $60 to ship it to me. And I'm like, wait, why? It's in Tennessee. Are you for serious? It's like 2 states away. Oh, hang on. There's zombie spaghetti going on over here. But now I'm going to have to figure out something because I need to start seeds at the beginning of January for this upcoming spring. Or at least I'm going to attempt to. Last year didn't turn out so well on getting early spring stuff. I just kind of skipped over to summer because nothing wanted to sprout. But I was hoping to get the same bag because it lasted me through early spring to summer to late fall. All of the seed starting that I did the entire time was off of one bag. It was awesome. And now I'd probably have to go out of town, and most of them it's like they have to ship it to you. They don't keep it on site. And I'm like, I don't want to pay that shipping fee. That's ridiculous. I would rather drive all the way there than have to do that. Which is probably the intention, I would guess. Don't need that. I'll eat that too. Final, how you doing? How's your stuff? How's your things? There we go. What else can I drop? I actually need the leather because of armor. I have not been collecting leather, which is a problem. What can I get rid of? I'm not going to use these. I can scrap them, but I'm not going to because I don't need the lead right now. I might need these later on. Do I need them now? Maybe. But I need those parts. Blood draw kit. Yeah, that's what we need. Use that.
Mother ape ass!
Oh my god! Thank you. You did that at the exact same time I shoved a needle into my character's arm. I thought he was protesting. Oh man. Let's put some lotion on that, shall we? Thank you, Richie. Oh man. Oh, that got me good. Duct tape. I'm a bit jittery. I had way too much caffeine today, I think. And I still feel like I could go drink the rest of the pot, to be honest. I don't need these. I'm more likely to use that than I am shotgun ammo, so I'm holding on to that. I probably won't use that. May not get around to it. Perfect timing, yeah, exactly. Clip it! Somebody clip it! It was good timing. I've got specific spots, it's like good timing. Oh, good lord. Puts the lotion on its skin, or I guess that's not good looking. Looks like it's made out of someone's skin, actually. I can part with that. Part with that. And I definitely want those. I do want the burning shaft mods, so what do I sacrifice? Sacrifice that. I was going to put it in there for people to pick up, but improve sneaking, I want to hold on to that in case anybody else needs it. I really don't care about that ammo. If I fix this, it's probably going to be worth a lot of money, so let's go with that. Alright, now from here. Horde night? Yeah, apparently it's a horde night, but it's like... Our server is like 3 hours long. Well, Reaper, you know that. Our server is 3 hours long, so I won't be here for the horde. I have got several things on my docket that I need to get sorted. I left my bike. I just walked off and left it. One of the things is the charity. I've got to get that sorted. And, I'm not sure what to do about that, actually. Obviously, I think I'm going to play Phasmo for most of the time, but we don't have to only play Phasmo. We can play other things, too. Get in like a day of 7 days, some Phasmo, and then something else. Blue Frosty, thank you so much for the follow.
They're here.
Get a pickup truck, drive 2 states over, countryside, dig up the dirt, throw in the truck, and drive back. No. If I wanted dirt, I could just go to my backyard and get it. What I wanted was potting soil. The makeup of it is way, way different.
They say the early bird gets the worm. I say build a trap and sleep in.
What kind of trap are you using to catch the worm? Let me sell you a couple of things.
Step right up and see what tickles your piston.
Tickles my pistons? Okay, I'll sell you that. Just gonna go ahead and sell them so I can move. It's fine. Short stock. Short barrel. I need those parts. I've got a full sawed-off shotgun. It's worth the money. An MP5 barrel. Really? Okay, I might hold on to that. Why is that there instead of my wrench?
Indeed. I reckon you'll be living in high cotton now.
Living in high cotton, huh? Does that mean the cotton smoked, or is there another reference we're talking about? Another job. Do I wish to clear the zombies? That's all you're actually giving me, so yeah, I guess I'll do
Just
that.
remember that pigs get fat and hogs get slaughtered. You'll be fine.
I would have said you could use my horde base, but it's 3.7k away from your base. Uh-oh. Well, I do need to start working on a base. I have not actually done a horde night at all. I need to get a horde base built. So, do we have zombie pathing circa Alpha 16, or is it ours our normal zombie pathing? Because those are way different pathing techniques. Oh man. Okay. That's probably... You don't remember the specifics? Okay, gotcha. No, that's not parts. That's bullet stuff. That's parts. Parts, and parts. Mods. I managed to get 2 of those in one day. That's kind of ridiculous. Egg? 8 eggs. So how many people have tried out the new version of not 76, what was I saying? 7 Days to Die, the 2.5 version? I'll save that. Can use the repair mine when it gets broken. I have a couple of repair kits. Does anything need to be repaired, though? I could have taken that ammo. I already had a stack of it. Okay. All I can hear from outside of my house is the absolute distress of one of my chickens. There's one chicken in particular that I have. I've had her since the beginning, and she is my Rue's favorite chicken. That's his lady, his absolute lady. He's got a lot of ladies, but that's his lady. Whenever she goes to lay an egg, she does her little egg song. Well, the problem is that is the only one the rooster sings the egg song with. And right now I can hear them going, which means she's laying an egg and he's there for emotional support. And it's kind of funny and a little distressing to hear until I realized what was going on. I thought one of them were hurt. And I actually had to look it up to make sure everything was okay. It was okay. I'll take these. I probably... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go get these filled. Get them boiling. Closest water? My pool. What am I doing? What am I doing? Honestly. Where is even my brain at, dude? Where is it even at? There we go. I honestly have had like a no brain week. It's like where just no matter how much caffeine you drink, it's like I'm not going to engage with you. My brain has refused. It's protesting. Water. There we go. It'll take 18 minutes. Close. There we go. Okay, now I have no way to fix this unless I stored some in the wrong box, which I've already seen several things that I've stored in the wrong box, so let me check. Yeah, I don't see any vitamins and I don't see any honey. Offhand, I can't remember whether or not the trader had any either. I'll just go peek back over there and make sure, otherwise we're gonna have to go out and start slapping some things and stuff. I really don't want to have to do that because at this point, slapping some things and stuff is not actually going to help because I've overdone the amount. No, I did not want you to go that way. Just like out of the corner of my eye, I see weird things. Maybe I have had too much caffeine.
Morning.
It's distressing.
What kind of vehicles, gadgets?
Do you have honey? Or something? Honey won't even do it right now, so you could have a honey and still not be helpful.
You must have short arms and deep pockets.
Nothing. Okie dokie, moving on. This is why everyone should have an emotional support reaper. Cuts through all your problems emotionally fueled by chainsaws. Oh, well, maybe you could help me with that. I apparently stepped into drama without realizing I was stepping into it. This week. On top of everything else that I was dealing with, I apparently engaged in drama. I didn't realize that that actually was what it was. I thought it was a misunderstanding, and it was drama bait. So I have officially pulled back out of that. I was like, oh, ugh, it's like stepping in a pile of turd. It's like I did not mean to do that. I didn't realize that's what it was. That's what it was. And I just fully stepped right into it, stepped into it twice before I realized what I was stepping in, and I was like, ah, geez, not again. I had to step right back out of that. Eh. Okay. Trilogy Suites. I know this one. Okie dokie. A book! Cool. How many people were in this apartment at the end? Open a door. Come on, lady. I know you got a stronger punch than that. There you go. So it looks so cheesy. I literally see the strings of you moving in your movie that you're trying to produce in there, Arlene. Bing. Bing. JD, how you doing? I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. Oh, potty pistol. Oh yeah, that reminds me, with that new update with the jars and everything, they took out the murky water that you can find, so takes away, like, the actual thing you're looking in the toilets for.
It's time for shenanigans.
Shenanigans? Arlene's got her boyfriend back. She's going, oh, that's what it is. Yeah, but he's not in here. This is a different version. It is kind of nice they gave her cowboy back, though. I know she dearly missed him. Hello! There you are. Come on, Frank. Oh, you're a walker. Congratulations. You did it! We are just doing clear area, okay. So with the new update, we're going to be looking in the toilets, I guess, for the occasional... Well, I mean, I guess if you need paper. Assuming you want to drag someone's toilet paper out of the toilet. The only thing you're looking for then is the occasional potty pistol or something like that. So, I'm not sure if it actually means it's worth it. I'm just going to drop that. Drop that, drop that. I'm keeping the poop because I still need to make my garden plots. Still have not done those. I have been at this for a while and still have not stopped to do it yet. You call him Darren from Bewitched? Really? He just looked like a Frank to me when he got his reskin, so I just started calling him Frank. And it made it even funnier when someone's like, every time you called someone Frank, I kept looking up because Frank is my name. And I was like, well, now he keeps it. That way you can be included. Oh, why did that sound like it was coming from my right? You get jars instead of merc- Wait, what? You can get jars inside toilets now? So that... I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. For my own sanity, I'm not gonna do it. Breathe in the good air, breathe out the bullshit. Okay. Other side. Hello, housekeeping. Knock knock. Is the guy seriously just gonna let me in here? And get them does. Yeah, still alive. I think that killed him. Come on in, this looks like an apartment. Well, you are already awake. And just as drunk as the rest of the zombies today.
Excuse me, stewardess. Will there be snack service on this flight?
Skylarking, thank you so much for the gifted subs. That is amazing, thank you. Donated 10 subs. 10 subs, guys. Holy crap. And that jar of the yellow water, is that... Nope, it's just prison wine? Oh no. Oh, gross. Oh, hi. Blech! But thank you, Skylarking. That was amazing. Thank you. I do appreciate a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. Enforcement magazine. What did I hear flop? Oh, I'm hearing him flop. Okay. Speaking of which, before I get into a tight spot, let me make sure I have my protection. There's no innuendo in what I just said. Okay. I'm gonna keep the nasty flesh because I still need to make my garden plots. I've really got to do those. It's amazing. The dude hasn't even offered me farming plots except for the once. What does he offer me? Books. Rude. I do kind of want to keep the sand. I'm not going to keep the buckshot. I'm not going to keep that. I've got plenty of coffee right now. Lead, okay. And I'm holding on to cornmeal because cornmeal needs love too. Okay. Bird. Two birds. Okay, okay, okay. I'm assuming there's also bad guys in there, but can I get this one? She's feral. Stop! Ow, 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 ow. Okay, okay, okay. You want better farming plots in vain? I can barely fit it. Yes! Thank you. Every single one of those. I was like, you can plant inside the big ground plots that you can find in World. You can plant, let's say, 1 and then 2 and then 1 and then 1, 2, and 1. And I'm like, I could fit 50 carrots inside that farm bed. They don't need that much room. And if you put a large plant in there, you can't put anything else around it, like the plant actually gets bigger. I think they probably do that not because the farming itself. I think it's probably done for modifying how much food you can get at one time. At least that's what I would assume. Okay. You know what? I'm breaking this door. I totally expected this to be a trap. You tried the third. Ow! Jeez, dude.
Just one more.
Like your suit.
Love
your suit. You know what? Turning and letting you hit me in the back of the head with that was no better than what I just did.
Symmetrical book stacking, just like the Philadelphia Man's Tribunals of 1947.
Thank you, Richie. Thank you, Jazz. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. I also had an idea because I want to be able to cycle some new stuff in, some new clips and stuff, because they're always fun to hear in the middle of stuff, and it gives you more of an option to catch in timing. I was thinking about doing a sound alert at like... Well, hold on. Freaking spiders. Stop! You are still alive! Stop! I will step on you! Oh, that door is already broke. Hang on. Out of stamina. Anyway, what I was thinking is setting up some sound alerts that have like several sound alerts that can play randomly through several different ones I'm thinking about adding in for other things, and you guys can vote on which ones you want to keep, and then I can assign them to a different thing. So it's basically deciding which ones you guys want to play around with, so that or you guys could, if you have one in particular that you would like me to create a sound alert with, we can put it on there and we can all vote as to which ones we want on there that are new. Not that we're taking away any of the ones that we have, just that we could add more in. But you guys could actually vote on some of them, if you wanted to. Okay, who's hiding over there? Oh, it's not just a 1. Cloak mode leveled. My cloaking device. I have a cloaking shield. Wait. I heard somebody else. Can I... Hold on. Can I hit the top of his head? I can. Oh lord, he's going to explode! Sounds good? Okay. Is there a reason that you're playing a version 2.2 B3? It's because the mod that we're running is on this version. Yeah, we're doing the Alpha 16 mod is back. Yeah, I'm not playing on the new version right now. I figured there's a couple of updates that they're teasing, but it won't come out until like 2.8 or something like that. I'll probably start up another playthrough around that time when enough stuff has actually changed or implemented, because between versions and big updates, which is kind of what they are saying, the 2.0 updates as they go through it, there's going to be larger and larger updates, which will probably corrupt maps, because it usually does. I know that they say that you should be able to keep your own save, but as you go through different versions, it always corrupts a map towards the end of it, and you wind up having to cut a series short, so I'm trying to be patient and wait before I start another playthrough. I guess I'll just do that. I should go outside and drop some stuff off. Are we clear? Yeah, we're clear. Let's go... Aha! Let's go drop some stuff off first. That way I don't have to sit here and make choices with stuff and things. I can take it all back home. This way. Wait, why is this here? No. That. Okay. Has this been a tough mod to play? Not that I can tell. I mean, I've only been on here like 6 times. I think. No, it might have been 7 times because I did 6 recordings between streams and the recordings I put on the main channel. I think it was 6 times, so this will be my 7th time in. As far as I can tell, it's actually been... Where am I going? It's been actually very easy to do. The learn by crafting thing actually gave me things to do at night. I know a lot of people are like, yeah, well, if you make it this version, then people are just going to sit inside their houses and make 5,000 axes. And I'm like, we sit inside our houses at night and do nothing now, so what does it matter? I mean, while I was going back and forth, because, you know, sometimes the traders don't send you to areas that are close. There's no missions that they can do close up, so they send you like 1K away for some random reason. I was crafting in my pocket the whole time, working on my levels for my stone axe and my shovels, and at one point I was working on my bows. I mean, I was just steadily crafting the whole time. I wasn't sitting anywhere and just crafting until it was nighttime and I couldn't go outside. So, I don't know. I don't understand what the big complaint about that one was. Everybody just seemed to take it personally that people were sitting inside their bases crafting things, and it's like, shouldn't we be crafting things? Or, no, you just want us to sit there and twiddle our thumbs or whatever? That's weird. It's a weird ask, you know? But hey, I guess everybody's got their opinions on that one. I think the reason why people complained about that one is because there was a previous version that they liked better. Which is the reason why I said in that video, at this particular point, you're going to have a hard time, very, very hard time trying to sell any version of the game that does not include a lot of sliders for people who play differently, because the versions have been so different. And different people came in at different times, and they enjoy the version that they started with because that's what hooked them. And now it's just like, okay, so how do we fix this problem? That's the way to fix it. No, I need foods. I just eat. She's as bad as me. It's a sandbox game. You're supposed to be able to play how you want. Yeah. If they don't like people crafting things, and always yeah, I don't understand why people go into a game and they're like, okay, this is a crafting sandbox survival. No crafting! Stop. You're not allowed to craft.
Shiny.
Yeah, shiny. Ty, how you doing? This is the Alpha 16 is back mod. It brings back a bit of Alpha 16. Not all of Alpha 16, but a bit of Alpha 16, and that you learn by crafting and stuff like that. It actually has been enjoyable being able to do stuff while I'm not doing stuff, if that makes any sense. Like at night when I'm not able to go outside, because I am not going to waste the ammo to fight hordes and hordes of bad guys that are just going to call in a screamer. I'm just not going to do it. Because it happens every single time. Whenever you use bullets, you call in screamers now, so you only use bullets if you absolutely have to. And at night, a lot of times you wind up having to, which causing the screamer, making it worse, using up all of your ammo. This time, instead, you're sitting at your base and you're crafting, which we do anyway. We craft our cement, we craft more bullets, all of that stuff. Well, in this particular case, you sit in your base and you craft several of the same thing to try and get your levels up. And it's like, yeah, but I don't actually have to sit in my base to do that. He sends me 1k away and I take all of my crafting materials and craft it in my pocket as I'm going, so while I'm doing nothing on my bike, riding 1k away to do a mission I'm not going to get good loot for. Thank you, Richie! Thank you. So while I'm going far away, I can craft inside my pocket so I feel like I'm not losing time. I'm still doing something while I'm driving, because I know that the traders are not going to give me good rewards. They haven't in a long time.
They say that. I knew I could count on you. Here you go.
Book, schematic, box of books, 1 first aid kit, and 3 seeds. This is a tier 3 mission I just did. I refuse to take books from the traders for missions. I can't do it anymore. I'll take the first aid kit, which means that's basically all I got for all the killing I just did and all the bullets I used.
Let's see what
That's it.
Survivor.
For
You're
I didn't
so
even check to
cute.
see.
Give a Duke to see Jesus riding a bicycle.
When did you see Jesus riding a bicycle? Dude, what kind of drugs are you on? It's 283. It's 283 across the board, okay? This is 474. And it's across the board. So when you find a gun that's got all the parts in it to use it, it's going to be the same quality as the gun that you have. Alright. I getcha. Okay. Oh, mission.
I should have some work. Well, this'll put another notch on your gun.
Yeah, I'm infected. Nothing I can do about that unless I want to go slap some tree stumps. And I'm not in the tree stump slapping mood right now. I wish to do the stuff and the things because I want loot. Though I do need to see whether or not I actually have the cement mixer crafting thing. Hang on. I actually meant to drop these off in here because it seems like people are going through here more. There's a batter's up and a sniper. This is a schematic though, right? Yep. Schematic. Okay. I've gotten a lot of books from him, so I'm just going to start dropping my books in there because I don't think anybody knows where I'm stationed at unless they've been on while I was on. At least those are easy to see when you're going back and forth to the trader. You think it should upgrade as you use it? I think your ability to shoot better should upgrade as you use an item, and your ability to craft an item should upgrade as you craft more. And I think they should actually work in tandem. Not only do you craft the item, but then you have to take the crafted item and go out and use it. Basically like creating a science project. You created it, now you got to actually put it into action and work with it to see if you can figure out how to make it better, and then you go back to the drawing board and you craft another one. I really think they should work in tandem like that. Now how you would actually do that, I'm not really 100% sure because I'm not a coder. But if it was actually a combination of all three, like you open up the recipe via a schematic that you have to find, or you find a book, after you read a few books, then you get the idea of how to craft the thing. You craft the thing at a low level, you take it out and you work with it for a while, and after you do that, you go back to the drawing board, I know a way I can make it better, and then you craft that new one and you go out and use it for a while. I'm pretty sure that can actually be done in the game, but to me that seems more immersive and would allow you to put a bit of a stretch in between without feeling like the stretch is there for no reason. It actually has an immersive reason to exist. That's just my thoughts on it. Any other drink in here? Near. Okay, how many? I've got those. I need clay. I've got plenty of wood, so clay is actually what I need in order to get my farm stuff going. So I need to take a pause from doing all of that. That schematic needs to go out too. Not meds, food. Just set that in there. Do I already have a grill? Yeah, I have a grill. Okay. Never mind. Tools, you go in there. This nasty stuff right there can go in there, and I finally have enough ammo for a full stack. I have enough to make some bullets. Let's do regular 7.62 ammo. Okay, food. You haven't watched the It movie? I haven't watched any of them either. And I know the new Fallout series has already started, but I'm waiting until this weekend to actually watch any of it. Food. 45? I don't really need that much. Let's do this. They must be over there chopping trees down again. They are making some god-awful noise, and the only thing I can think is, when you're done, can you drop your wood chips in my yard? I don't think they're going to do that. They actually sell their wood chips. Miss the good old days when they didn't used to have to sell wood chips, but not as many people were gardening. Now a lot of people are gardening, so wood chips are an asked-for item. The guy that I got the wood chips from last time, he went up by $50, and they are already expensive for a byproduct of a tree-cutting industry. Have I put up my Christmas tree yet? Yes. I put it up Friday? Was it Friday? Might have been Friday. There we go. Okie dokie. Let's do, I almost forgot. I wanted to see, do I have this in the mixer? Yes, I don't think I've made one. I need to set up some crafting and stuff. I haven't even started working on a horde base. I'm usually not on when a horde happens. But I don't actively seek out hordes anyway. So is fine. Oh, I have not emptied these. And yeah, they did kind of make the dew collector obsolete. Though I think that there's a way they can make it to where you do need the dew collectors. I talked about that in one of my videos, so I don't really want to rehash all of it right now. I don't think they'll be watching it, so it really does not matter. Okay, we need 25 forged iron, 4 springs, 1 engine, and 10 mechanical parts. Have I tried building this yet? Engine, mechanical parts, springs, iron. Okay, I don't see one here. I have to ask that. Okay, you're crafting. We need what? I need what? I don't have the necessary things. Oh, the forged iron. Done. Learn count lady. That and... This is the reason why I can't keep a hold of clay. Actually, there's enough already smelted in. Just use that. Let me hold on to this. I need that clay. Actually, no, need to go get more clay. Bird is the word? Okay, alright. The last time you played 7 Days, you were trying to play the Rebirth mod, which you liked, but you needed an upgrade to the processor to play it. I gotcha. Need to dig the ditch. I don't think anybody wants to sit here and watch me dig a ditch, though. The ditch is absolutely magnificent, but I don't think anybody wants to watch me do it. There we go. By the sound of last week, it sounds like you may need a little bit of therapy. I need a lot of therapy. Dude, man, my brain. Honestly, this brain is not operating right now. Come back later. Oh, Lord. Oh, man. On top of the bad news that I got, I literally got... I really don't know if I'm explaining it properly. I had a back injury 10 years ago that occasionally messes up when I overwork myself. And it's in a specific spot on my back, and it's always the same spot that radiates outwards. This time, for some reason, I got a Charlie horse in my back, in the exact same spot. It was stupid. Absolutely stupid. It's like, I've gotten Charlie horses like in between my ribs before, and if it wasn't for where it was at, I would think I was having a heart attack. But this time it was in my back and laid me out. And I was like, no, I have to record today. So I'm like downing my muscle relaxer, putting the massage thing on my back and massaging the muscle out until the muscle was actually sore, just so I could do a recording. It was so dumb. Why does your body revolt against itself? I know at least one person in this chat has had a Charlie horse in their leg and got woken up in the middle of the night, right? At least once. At least once. But this was in my back for no reason. I was fine, and then just suddenly light up. It was so stupid. I was so angry. Oh. A what? A Charlie horse. I'm not sure exactly what the technical term for a Charlie horse is, if there is one, but basically it's like a muscle cramp that just kind of seizes up the muscle, and it just sits there, and you have to kind of like go until it releases again, and then the muscle's sore for the rest of the day. It was basically that. I'm not sure if there's a technical term for it. There probably is. I usually get them in my legs. I hardly ever get them in my arms, and I don't think I've ever had one in my back before. I've had them in my chest, because it'll hit like right here, and it's like, okay, if it wasn't there, I would think I was having a heart attack because that's how bad it hurts, but all you can do is just sit there and wait for the muscle to let go. There's nothing you can really do about it. Do I have to live... Oh, am I in the U.S.? Yeah, I'm in the U.S. I don't go to the hospital for anything. After the whole... We won't talk about what happened a few years ago. After all that, I don't go to doctors anymore. I don't trust them. And with the way our the way the insurance companies have basically, since I know someone's going to say what I'm saying is political. Healthcare is not political. It's not. It shouldn't be. These are discussions people can have just because they're having them and they have to deal with them. There's no reason someone should have to pay that much into the doctor bill. I mean, the insurance. Pay that much to the doctor and then still get a fee afterwards after all the money you put into your insurance throughout the entire year. They've made the deductibles so high, you might as well pay for it by yourself. And then to make matters worse, if you go to a doctor, and this is proven, if you go to a doctor without insurance, your bill is cut down by like a fourth. It's like a fourth of the price of someone who's on insurance. So not only are you paying in on your insurance, not only do you have to reach your deductible, but every single procedure that you have done at a doctor's office is 4 times the price. It's a racket. I just don't go to doctors. It's like if you guys can just lie and say, hey, it's this person's fault, or they can point fingers at each other about why it is the way it is, I don't want to engage in it. I'm just not going to do it. Besides, if I go to a doctor's house over a Charlie horse, a doctor's office over a Charlie horse, I would be embarrassed. It was bad enough I had to go there when I actually hurt my back and they just all insisted I was hallucinating. It's like, yeah, sure. I was hallucinating that peen. Whatever. We need more stuff. Good grief. Seriously? Okay. I mean, I've got enough to start. Yeah. Have I found a hammer yet? I don't think I have. I know I have the ability to make a hammer. So let's see if I can get all the stuff together for that. Leather and duct tape. I will admit that I was a full-on adult, like living, breathing, voting adult, before I realized this wasn't duct tape. D-U-C-K. I just always assumed that. Drop those. Drop that cloth. Let me get the hammer. They find ways to nickel and dime your condition, not actually treat it. Well, you can't really blame them. It's the same as every other business model out there. They're going to figure out how to make the most off of you that they can. And it's on both ends. So you're basically, getting screwed from all sides. No lube, all sides, the whole 9 yards. And the whole while they're doing it, they're pointing their fingers at each other for having done it. And it's like, no, it's their fault. No, it's their fault. No, it's their fault. It's like, it's both your faults and you're both benefiting from blaming each other. And then when you throw the pounds and pounds of money the pharmaceutical company has to monetize whatever disease you might have, I can't. I don't think they give enough financial incentive for doctors to be doctors again and for pharmaceuticals to do what pharmaceuticals are supposed to do. It's just too much of a business nowadays. Same with gaming. In gaming, they're more inclined to make a broken game and sell you back the solution. Which is actually a stupid business model when you think about it, but it is a thing that happens. Okay, so what kind of base do we want? Where shall we put it? I'm thinking like right across the road. Can I open these? Yeah. For some reason I was thinking these were locked. For no reason. Oh, okay, let's just do this. Clear out a spot. The US does not have healthcare. No, they really don't. I'm not necessarily I'm not full on everybody should get healthcare type of person. I don't. I think people should have to earn what they get.
You look thirsty.
Oh, thank you.
Why don't you get hydrated?
I think people have to earn what they receive. Otherwise, they're not going to appreciate it. It'll be misused. It happens every single time someone's not appreciative of the thing that they have. But at the same time, I think the healthcare system, the way it is also broken because they're only benefiting themselves. They're not actually doing the job that they claim to be doing. So in that way, I do agree. But I think it should be more like... I don't know. Every time I point out one way or another that it could be fixed, there's always someone who could abuse that situation. So no matter which way you do it, there's abuse of the system that was instated. So I don't know. All I know is, first off, everybody having to have insurance is a bad thing. Just across the board. If everybody has to have it, the people who have the thing that everybody has to have, they can set whatever price they want to on it. Das Prompts, thank you so much for the resub. I hope the live stream is treating you well. Yes. Tis going fun. We're waxing poetic about philosophical stuff and things. I do think that a public education and public health care and stuff like that could be done through the government if there was proper oversight and not tax people more to get this thing. I mean, take money out of things we don't actually need to be paying on and put it on this thing. That's what I actually think. A lot of people are like, oh, you're a socialist. You want everybody to have health care. It's like, no, just stop funding dumb stuff and we could already afford health care. You wouldn't have to take anything else. Plain and simple. And if the government is keeping a full eye on pharmaceutical companies and doctors, which I really don't like the government being involved in that kind of stuff, but obviously leaving them to their own devices is also not good. Maybe it needs to be like a commission of doctors, not a commission of lawyers or businessmen, a commissioner of doctors that have to make the decisions whenever it comes to that. I don't know. But I do believe it could be done without actually having to tax more people, and I feel like if they did go through it... Thank you, JD. I feel like if they did do it nowadays, they would just use it as an excuse to raise taxes, so I'm not advocating for it because I just don't think it would be done right. I really don't. Okay, is that kind of clear? Maybe? That infection is getting really bad, guys. Really, really bad. So, we have this blank canvas. What shall we do? Get the IOA from Stargate on it? Oh, Lord. No, the last thing you need is a whole bunch of people that are too busy covering their own asses to actually do anything. It would not work. It would not work. And there have to be a way of, I don't know, some checks and balances when it comes to the doctors themselves. Like, they can't do insider trading with the pharmaceutical company, and they can't be making profits off of this, that, or the other. It has to be an honest thing where everything is fully disclosed. Everything is allowed to be talked about. It's not a conspiracy theory. If you say the doctor is getting money from such and such, it needs to be all proven and out in the open. Something like that. But I can tell you the business people that are currently at the insurance companies saying, no, you have to send somebody home who just had back surgery the day of their back surgery. That person does not need to be making decisions about anybody's life, because that is apparently a thing that happened. I saw a doctor talking about it. He had done surgery on a lady who had something wrong with her back. It was kind of paralyzing her legs. They did the surgery, and their insurance company said, we're not going to pay for an overnight stay. She has to go home. It's like, are you trying to get her killed? What do you mean? Okay, obviously we're going to bring it up off the ground. Not that way. That needs to be, what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Needs to be a bit more than that. 4. Maybe 5. 6, 7 be good? Yeah. I want it really high off the ground. Oh, hang on. That's not right. Even if they stack on top of each other, they're not going to be able to reach it. And then we can take out... this needs to be 2 blocks. To make a doorway for zombies to go through. I wish you could have a book in 7 days where you could save the horde bases you previously built to it for future games, so you could easily drop a base onto the ground. The only problem with that one is you can actually use the POI editor to save a building that you built inside of your game. The only issue is whenever you bring it into a new version, if any of the blocks that you used to build your base have been renamed, it would probably error out. Okay, do I go 1 bigger? I don't feel like I do on this side. Definitely not. Yeah, I don't think so. I think I go with it like this. I say we go angular this time instead of all the curves. Nice. Like changing block IDs for no reason? Yeah, that's usually the reason why some buildings have to be redone, is because the blocks have changed so much. I don't think that they ever had like a naming system that was intended to expand. So I think maybe now they do, but I'm not 100% sure. There's also supposed to be the ability to put your stuff into the POI editor and fix it before you put it out into the world so it won't error, but I don't know. I haven't tried that. I've got a POI that I was working on a long time ago. It was called the Quad, and I finished it all up, and in order to submit it to the POI editor, not POI editor, but the group of POIs, the kit that you can get for POIs, they wanted a picture of it without all of the paint on it, and then a picture with the paint on it, and then the, not the shadow, the place card, basically, of what it looks like in the POI editor. You had to submit those before they would consider putting it in there, and I accidentally stripped the paint out of my entire POI and did not save it prior to, so I would have to go back and repaint everything. And it took me a long time to do it, so I was just like, screw this, and I walked away, and I haven't picked it back up yet. 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Now, do we want to do a straightforward horde base, or do we want to do... I don't really feel like doing a straightforward horde base. What do we want to do here? We could do like a U shape. We could do a T shape. We could do some sort of curve. The only problem is some of those blocks the zombies don't path. So that one's a bit difficult to try and do. You could also do like an S shape, a squared off S shape. Which is usually helpful for keeping the zombies who come up to here from spitting at you way over there, because they can't really see you. The best thing you can possibly do is bring them around to where they have to, like if you're facing this way, they have to circle around you to come up to your face. That way they don't spit over here. But as far as I can tell, the cop and the frost troll in here, but Chuck, they really don't care if they can actually see you anymore. And the block density has nothing to do with it. They just still shoot, right? Rule of acquisition number 2. Once you have their money, you never give it back. And you always request more, basically, yeah. It used to be the insurance, like I had insurance that was okay. The deductible was pretty high, but we never really needed it for that part of it. We would have like one doctor's visit a year and a dentist visit a year and stuff like that, so we didn't use it that often. But the deductible came so high that then they changed the policy to where a regular doctor's visit is $75 until we meet the deductible. And it's like, we're never going to meet the deductible, so just for me to go see a doctor is $75? I even looked at the lady, I was like, so they just want me to die? I don't have $75. I know that seems probably dramatic, but I mean, times are tough, dude. I just don't have it. It's like, okay, I guess I'll just figure it out on my own. Not trying to be dramatic about it, but damn. Hell, at 35, we were pinching pennies if somebody needed to go to a doctor. Let me think. You know what? I'll just go ahead and hammer this in while I think about which way we want to do this. I've basically done all the variations you can do of this. More books. Yeah, exactly. Are you getting a freebie for Fallout? I mean, like the Fallout First thing that they're doing? I would be careful about that. I'm pretty sure that they ask for your stuff and it's a pain in the ass to discontinue it. I should know. I discontinued my Fallout First and I had to fight to get them to turn it off. Let's go... You know what? I usually go off that side. Let's go off this side. 2, 3... No. 3, 4, 5. This was 6 though, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Run away. Hey, Brewdog. Seen the video and agree? Which video? The Fallout thing? Not the Fallout thing, the 5 things? Yeah, there are some good changes. I've been watching somebody else play. I haven't actually kicked on my own game, you know, to try it out, but I've been watching other people play, trying to get the vibe of it, and I feel like it does help the game. It obviously does not fix the game. No. Give me that. Okay. You do it with your Steam wallet? Okay, gotcha. Well, it was attached to my account, and I basically got charged. They didn't charge me wrongly. I just thought I had canceled it, and then they charged me again the next month. And I was like, wait, I canceled. But apparently I didn't actually cancel, like I thought I had or something. Okay, let me go up here and see what kind of sightlines we got going on. Okay. From here, we could do a two-way path. I just don't know if I want to do a two-way path. I've done that one a few times. Is this far enough for me to build something here? I think I would have to go over a little bit more to just kind of like do a U-shape. No, I say we do the S. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And that's where my area will be. I have about 1 hour IRL before the horde starts. I'm not going to be staying on for the horde. I don't have a base or ammo or anything else like that. I was not intending to fight a horde today. Just get my horde base built. Okay, and then off of this, I need to do the drop. So let's just do like this for now. Oh, come on. The Steam Winter Sale is going on? I gotcha. That was not counting. 1, 2, 3. Is that just 3? Oh my goodness. I want a jetpack. Okay. One, 2, 3. Yeah, it was 3. 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then from there we build up with blocks. Hopefully I'm on the right block. It was pretty close. Okay. Your brother keeps trying to get you to play 76, but you've already got a game sub with Warcraft that eats your time anyway? I gotcha. Really, honestly, people only have enough time in their life for like one online game that requires much attention. It's like I play Fallout 76, I play Outlast, and it's like I just don't have time. And I mean, we've even had a... I feel something on my lip. We started a game on Vane, and it's like we just don't have enough time for all of the games. And 76 requires a lot of time. Okay. Nope. There we go. Want to go, what, 3 wide or 4 wide? I don't like heights. Okay, is that enough room? Back one more? Nope. Actually, I can leave that one out and put the ladder right there. As a matter of fact, can I go ahead and do that? Ugh. Okay. I did not fall. It was not a catastrophe. Before I lock you in. I probably should go get the concrete and put that on the center of that pillar so I don't have to worry about it. I won't have to worry about it whenever I upgrade to steel or something like that, but at least a concrete would be good. Even if I can't upgrade all the stuff on the outside, the center area already being done is like a huge thing.
What's up?
Krona, how you doing? How's your stuff? How's your things? I'll take these. Is there anything that's going to be on the Steam winter sale that we know about yet? What kind of discounts are we talking about here? Low energy day? Jeez, me and you both. Dude, I have had 3 cups of coffee and I don't even think coffee can fix this. But it's also kind of it's been cold. I mean, like really cold in the 20s. Hold on. (20°F to Celsius. 20°F to Celsius. -6 Celsius. So it's been very, very cold. So basically living underneath a warming blanket, which tends to make one sleepy, you know, like a bear. Just want to hibernate. You got Deadly Days for 99 cents and Zombie Army Trilogy for $5, and they're both great buys? Really? Okay. Great big ugly block. Let me see. Do we smooth out the sides? I do this a lot, but we smooth out the sides. I tend to like it better like that. You could also use these, which look cool too. Oh, you're on simple. My bad. Do it like that. So it looks like scaffolding almost. But I already did the other ones and I've already upgraded them, so we'll do solid. Normally I would do that. I would need to go out one more on the side in order to make that look right. Really don't want to do that. If you guys didn't know, this one right here is actually, this block right here specifically is going to be holding the walls. And if it's overhanging over this block instead of this whole thing holding up my base, it's just this that's holding up my base. So if I don't put supports underneath it, it's a problem. I mean, I could, hang on, do that, do that, do that. That way it looks even, but there's actually a hole back here where my ladder is. Do it that way. And just put a gap there, so in case zombies see it, they're like, oh, that's definitely not a pathway. Let's see. A friend of mine got several games recently. World War Z, Back 4 Blood, Tom Clancy's The Division, and Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition. Maybe I need to look to see if I can get some codes for the charity stream too. I'm aiming for this weekend, but I haven't actually had a chance to talk, you know, to Bam about it or anything else like that to find out if he's got plans that would interfere with it, like typically most of the stuff he does, it's loud, but it's outside. So it's like, are you going to be chopping wood down? Are you going to be working on the trailer thing? I mean, what's going on? That's really all I got to talk about. To make sure that we're not going to coincide with each other. I want to be able to stream and not have to worry about loud noises. But at the same time, I don't want to stop him from getting done whatever he needs to get done. So... Okay. Yep, and... Yep. Okay. And find out whether or not he's got any rides or anything else like that that I need to know about. I'm hoping I can do it this week, and I'd prefer not to do it the week of Christmas, because that's always a hectic schedule, but I have no idea. Been in the zombie mood as of late? Nice. We've been playing a lot of Vane. I've also played Surrounded. Both of them are zombie games. I know some people don't like the poly games that are coming out, but they do a lot with what they got. Basically, Vane is like Project Zomboid and 7 Days Had a Baby, and it's still a work in progress, obviously, because it's kind of new. And then if you take Surrounded, it's kind of like a DayZ. Is kind of how it feels. A lot of different weapons, a lot of random stuff you can go get. You can build bases with it. A lot of POIs to check out kind of thing. I really like all of them. How much more have I got? 1,000? Let's go ahead and do this because they do now break the bottom block. Even if it does not help them, they aim for the bottom block. Oh no, now I'm thirsty. Oh, that's all of that. Okay, let me go get some food and water and we'll finish up upgrading. I still haven't made the area where I stand at yet. The pizza has also been consumed too. Yeah, I had leftover pizza this morning for breakfast. And mostly because I've been eating like this beef cabbage type of thing that I made, but I've eaten it. The day that I made it, I ate it for dinner. Then I ate it for breakfast and dinner the next day, and I was like, I kind of want something else. I'll eat it for dinner, but I want something else for breakfast. Not to mention it was a little quicker to warm up. Let's go ahead and do that. Then... all that noise they're over there making, cutting down all of those trees, and all I can think is, please drop the wood chips in my yard. They're not gonna. I really wish they would. Maybe if I go out there and hold up a sign. Looking for chips! Someone's gonna throw some Lay's potato chips at me. Which wouldn't be a bad thing either. Did a Papa John's order? It's iffy, but you're treating yourself? Yeah, any kind of order that you get online nowadays is kind of iffy. It's like they really don't have to verify that the order is correct. There was the pretzel crust that first came back not long ago at the Little Caesars here. I love the pretzel crust. Really, really love it. And I ordered it like 5 times in a row, and out of all 5 of those things, they sent it to me right once. I almost forgot about the eggnog. You bought it. Oh, I don't even like eggnog. I probably should, but I don't. I'm too short. This base is short-shaming me. How did they slice the pizza wrong way and there's 6 slices, not 8? Me when I got my order. Oh no. It just means that they chopped bigger slices, right? Liz has been doing a Vane playthrough on our main channel. New video just went live 38 minutes ago. This has been your notification. Thank you, Emmett. Thank you, thank you. Oh, Lord. Also, there's a 5 things that we like and 5 things that we still need in 7 Ds to Die video that apparently people resonated with. It's kind of cool. I'm already working on my next 5 things because I couldn't fit them all in one video. It's already 30 minutes of me talking and trying really hard to not get distracted. It's fine though. I'm easily distracted. I am going to run out of stuff before I get to build the beast. Well, this part. At least this part is all done. I haven't even got the stairs in.
A shiny! The guy shiny! A
Yes,
shiny!
exactly. Gonna catch on the Vane one? Still on the you're still on the fence about the new update on whether or not you should give it a go. Distracted you? Never? Nah, dude, I was like in the middle of saying that and my brain automatically went somewhere else. It has not been a good brain week. Bad brain week. Screams and squirrel brain. Yeah, exactly. I've watched someone play. I haven't actually booted up my own playthrough to check it out yet, but it's going in the right direction. It is. I'm just not sure if I'm ready to give it a chance just yet, me personally. Obviously we want full blocks up here, right? I would much rather have more sightlines, so I think we're gonna go with this one. Hold on. Oh, like that. Like that, because I want to be able to see the entire horde. It's kind of boring having the entire area, you know, cordoned off so you can't see things. Two, three, two. There's a pig over there, probably going to explode that. I should have done it the other way. What on earth? Nope. One, two, three. Go to the 4th one. Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty high one. All right. Now, let me think. I don't know. Will cops shoot through these? If I put a partial one on there, they will shoot through it. I don't know if these blocks are a good idea anymore. Don't think they are. I know someone's done testing about it, but I can't be bothered. There we go. No! And that will also take all the guesswork out of it. Dadgummit. Rude. Okay. Windows or no windows? Oh, there and there. And here. I have to build up on the outside and then... No. Not crappy rotation. There we go. This is a beast of a base. It is not pretty. Might be able to make it pretty later, though. Anytime you hear a screamer, you just give her a new breathing hole. Do zombies breathe? I thought one of the actual criteria for being a zombie is you don't breathe. I could be wrong. I'm gonna get the steam machine. I want to see what comes out with the steam machine. I have a feeling we're not going to find out anything about the steam machine until after the prices of all the computer stuff goes back to normal, which I'm not sure that it will. I'm sure they're raking in record profits right now. So I don't think we're actually going to get any relief from all of that anytime soon. I need to get up here. This way. Thank you. Go for function over aesthetics? Kind of have to. I like things to be aesthetic if I can possibly manage it, but honestly, I just... Nope. We're going to go with these because then the vultures can't spit through it. And yet we can pick the pocket of the corpse or whatever we want to do. Here we go. Here we go. Just do a full layer of these. For reasons, not that. Use Linux? I know absolutely nothing about Linux. I've heard a lot of people say, use Linux, you don't have to worry about all the problems. The thing is people who are using Windows don't know how to do Linux. Heck, I barely know how to operate Windows. I just upgraded the wrong thing. Also, isn't that like a thing where you have to be careful to make sure things are using your operating system? Like you have to get a specialized version of most things? See, that would mess me up. I gave up dealing with screamers a long time ago before I quit the game entirely. I used to just go in the XML file and disable them. Really? They are very annoying. The concept of why they exist could be interesting, but their implementation is bothersome. That's just the Fun Pimp's way of saying, here, have all of this ammo and all of these guns, now don't use them. Because you having these guns is way too powerful. I actually saw something in one of the forums about that just really, really confused me. There was somebody who was complaining about the game being too easy. As soon as they got an M60, they could go in there with a lot of ammo and clear out an entire POI, and I was like, did you read what you just said? An M60 is like the top tier thing. You being able to create all of the ammo is the thing you have chosen to do. You complaining because now you can do the thing that everybody's trying to get to do is kind of counterproductive, isn't it? Okay, now I've got, hold on, how much left over? Not enough, really. I mean, it's a start. Okay, and then I wonder if I was to do, if you were to do something like this, no, that would mess it up. You'd have to sink it down one. I was wondering if I skipped it to where like every other one was stairs, if it would really confuse the AI and cause them to take longer. I don't know. And then we do this, which the zombies will ignore and break. But we do it anyway. Okay, let me run to the traders really quick. I don't know if he had any cobblestone, but we can check. Otherwise, I will definitely have to start doing some more harvesting. And if I'm going to get a whole bunch of clay and sand and everything, I might as well dig the ditch. Because at least they don't have a purpose. Nothing wrong with Windows 11 for me, but to each their own. I don't like the fact that every time there's a Windows update, it just seems like my PC becomes more bloated. And there's a lot of, well, it's not just Windows, obviously. It's like every company does this nowadays. They find more intrusive ways to be in your face about stuff and things.
Good evening.
They
If you
want
need
more control
tools,
over your
mods,
stuff. They
or
keep trying to
vehicles,
push
We've got you covered.
the cloud so you store all of your information on their stuff. And it's like, no, I have memory in my PC for a reason.
Machines that'll make you grin from ear to ear.
You're selling those in the back? Everybody knows now. You have the kinky shop in the back. But yet you do not have what I'm looking for. 100, dude. At least you had some. Guess I'll go ahead and get that too. I've got plenty of money to get it. Why not? I thought I just saw a silencer. Did I just see a silencer? Yes. Do I need a silencer? Also yes.
Don't
Okay.
forget repair kits. You don't want to end up stranded or have your gun jam on you.
They've been pushing AI a lot too? Yeah, they have. It's not necessarily I have a problem with AI, I don't. AI is the next step in human advancement. There's really no way you're going to stop it because every country is now all in on it. It's like the rush to the moon landing thing that happened years ago. As soon as one person gets it in their head that they're going to do it, every other country's like, we can't... Are you serious, lady? Don't you... Nobody asked you. Why are you here? Do not get back up. Are you here for my dew collectors? Are you having a problem with moisture? Oh, man. Called a sister. You called a damn sister. Why? I was just building. No, 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 no. I need to focus. You guys are not helping me with my focus. My focus needs focus. Come on. Everybody come this way. Get away from my house. It's bad enough I'm having to deal with the world's worst infection. And sadly, there's no cream for that. I'm gonna sit over there and play. Dadgummit. Is there another trader close so I can go check their inventory while I'm waiting for everything to do? Is this a trader up here? No. That's a long way back for another trader that I know about. She one of those dew collectors for her projects? Or to eat them? Yeah, maybe. Well, I think, Brett, the key is you know what you're looking at when you find out things. The stuff that gets pushed onto people, first off, I think there are probably countries where this does not happen because you guys have laws in place to stop stuff like that from happening. As far as, okay, I'm going to say this. Don't think that I'm against capitalism. I think capitalism is the best form of structure that we have found so far. Not to say that there can't be improvements. There can be. But the one thing that they did back in the 80s with our laws and everything basically made it to where businesses can run rampant on whatever it is they want to do and they expect the market to fix the situation. by not buying whatever it is, and that includes software for PCs. The issue is when there's a monopoly that's not actually called a monopoly because it doesn't officially fall into the rules, and older people don't understand computers at all. That stuff does not get regulated around here. There are no regulations on AI. There's no regulations on platforms spewing bullcrap. There's no regulations on how much information these companies can actually extract from consumers. There's no regulations against those companies also selling the information that they get from you to third-party whoever's. There's nothing on any of that, and AI is basically the same over here. They took the handle wheels, and not the handle wheels, they took the brakes off of it and said, go wild so we can get to AI first. Just like they did whenever they were talking about the going to the moon. When everybody wanted to go to the moon, they took all the regulations off, and then before you know it, some big spacecraft that cost God knows how much explodes with a whole bunch of teachers in it, and then they just stop. It's like, oh, maybe we should have thought about this before. And, of course, you know, bad publicity and all that, so they stopped the space race. The same thing will happen with AI. So, around here, there's tons of bloat. There's tons of AI bloat. And I don't even see it very much because I have ad blockers and stuff like that going, so I don't even see all of it. But I do know that Windows does an update, and suddenly I have no memory on one of my hard drives or something like that. That is honest to God bloat. They don't go back through their stuff and, you know, disable things, take things out. They don't fix it. How long is it going to take for them to go away? How long do I need to be away before they despawn? I need to finish my beast. I mean, I could go get some stone, but I'm going to have to travel outside of town. Hang on. Or I can find some stones in town. I'm not sure that I can. You don't see a whole lot of them. They're probably here. Yeah, like Microsoft being forced in order to use Windows 10, give those people updates, but we have to pay for it if we want to keep Windows 10? I don't even want to think about how many corporations, their PCs run on Windows 10, and they're having to pay Windows so much money just to keep their stuff going, or they have to upgrade. Ooh, let's go for the drop. Yeah, the EU has precautions. We do not have those. It's capitalism until your business falls apart, and then sometimes if you make it big enough, bloated enough, employ enough people, and petition the government enough, they will bail you out when you screw up. Which is dumb. The government should never be involved that way, which is the reason why I say capitalism is what is best now, but I don't think it's perfect. There's way too much bullcrap going along with it. Some people say, screw capitalism. I'm like, it's not capitalism that's the problem. It's corporation problems and our lax and regulations around those that are actually the problem. The capitalism, I'm not saying the past, just looking at everything with rose-tinted glasses or whatever back in the heyday or whatever. I've actually been watching a lot of people who are going back to try and figure out where the divergence happened when, because younger people, even I have been included in this and saying this, that boomers had it easy. And I know with my gray hair, people are like, you're a boomer. No, I'm not. I'm a millennial. I'm just grayed early. So, I mean, that just means I had a stressful life. Anyway, sometimes they're like, oh, boomers are doing this dance and retiring and stuff like that after buying a house for $18 and some raspberries. And it's like, yeah, at one point, people were successful. What changed? So there's actually channels out there that have been digging around trying to figure out in what year things started shifting away from the corporation model that we used to have. And apparently there was a law about businesses... about businesses buying in their own stock for publicly traded things. They couldn't buy their own stock. It was actually against the law at one point. So when corporate people were in charge and they made extra money, they had to reinvest that money or claim it on their taxes. So their way of not having to claim the taxes on it was to spend it on research for their company or give their employees bonuses. So they typically wound up doing that. I mean, there were companies that were advertising, come to work for us because we do all these bonuses and we do all this cool stuff for our employees. And that's how they got a lot of people very loyal to them. And then they changed it to where corporations can do buy-ins of their own stock, therefore raising how much stock they make, and they make money off of that stock. So it's like they don't have to pay taxes on it because it's not realized. They haven't sold it, so it's not earned money, so they can keep the money and build on top of that money. And it kind of ruined a lot of stuff. It really ruined a lot of stuff. And then, of course, they adopted the same business model as the guy that was in charge of GE. He totally wrecked the company. That's a whole nother subject, but I really thought it was very fascinating watching that because I didn't even know that that was a law at one time. I just thought that's the way it existed. Nope, it did not exist that way before. This was like back in the 80s, and slowly, over years and years and years and years, the problem got worse. It was nice to have like a pinpoint in history to say, this is the thing that might have started it. Now how you fix it at this point, I don't know that it can be. But that's where it started. Other things were added on later on that messed everything up too, but if there were actual regulations put in place, things would get fixed in a hurry. Proper regulations, not just, what's one of them? Like building regulations, there's a lot of building regulations that are kind of dumb. You have to jump through hoops to get the right paperwork and stuff like that because they'll send you to 5 different people to get 5 different types of paperwork and then point at each other whenever the paperwork doesn't show up for some reason. I've heard about those types of things too, so things could be fixed. Regulations could change. I'm just not sure that it's going to change during the AI thing because I really think the people in charge of the AI, this is me in my tinfoil hat, squarely on my head, don't send nobody after me and I'm not suicidal. My tinfoil hat says that they're doing it intentionally, so they're hoping that if anything bad happens, they'll get a buyout. I don't know why I just dumped everything in here, though. Why did I do that? Anyway, they saw the bailout that the banks got, and they were like, so, if we make the investment, the stock market, wholeheartedly into this, if we dump thousands and thousands, and they're not actually dumping thousands and thousands, they're taking the same batch of money and handing it to each other to prop it up as if every single one of those is actually earned income of some sort. I don't know how they're getting away with it, but it is my tinfoil hat thinking that they're doing this because if it succeeds, they're billionaires over again 5 times. If it fails, the government's going to see this and say, you guys are propping up our stock market when our stock market is actually very bad without the AI boom that's going on. They will bail them out to keep the stock market from crashing again. That is my tinfoil hat. I think they're doing it on purpose. It is hilarious to sit back and watch if it wasn't so sad at the same time. You've got that. You've got that. What do you got? Can I fit that one on there? No, but I can take that off. So can I just put this on here for now? That'll work. Okay, I'm going to set these things outside. DJ, how you doing? You're dying? What do you mean? What you mean? You're watching on your phone so you can take the doggos out? Gotcha. Anyway, that's my conspiracy theory for the year. Take it and run with it if you want to. That's actually a medicine. But anyway, that point was actually just, you know, about the whole AI thing. It's going to happen whether we want it to or not. AI is going to happen. Whether or not it turns into a good thing or a bad thing, I have no idea. But I can tell you, people saying that nobody's going to have a job and be able to just be creative for the rest of their life, that's pie in the eye, idealistic thought process. It's not going to happen that way. It's not going to even be the thing. I need to fix that. I don't believe people who are saying that type of stuff. I don't mean that. I was just saying that. Oh, okay, so you weren't actually dying. I gotcha. I was just gonna say, if you were in the stream looking for 911, you typed into the wrong place. Well, I'm glad you're not dying. Welcome. I was waxing philosophical about AI stuff and things. I really do need more of this, but I can only make 37. I don't have much longer. I'm not going to run the Horde. I'm not going to because I'm not ready for it at all. And if you guys want me to, for whoever's next in the server, I'll rewind the time by a couple of hours or something like that to give you more time to prepare. Where do I start Zilditch at? Maybe back here. But I can do that before I get off of here. That way nobody gets stuck just jumping into a Horde. You're happy you just managed to get a PC upgrade cheap enough, especially? Dude, you got your PC stuff at just the right time before all the prices climbed up. Thank you, JD. I appreciate the follow. Thank you, thank you. I'm sitting here like, because my PC broke right as the prices were rising up, and I was like, as soon as we get our taxes back this year, I'm gonna get another PC. It's not gonna happen now. Chaplain! How you doing? Been a minute. How are you going? How's your stuff? How's your things? Oh yeah, I go to random streams for help instead of calling 911. I mean, that is something you could do. Oh, Lord. Then you rate them 5 stars on whether or not they help you. Rate me 5 stars! Rate me 5 stars! Just go into a random stream and you say, I'm dying. The person's like, breathe. In and out. Now as the world stops spinning. There you go. Okay, way back over here. I don't know if I want to take that down. I kind of like that look, but I don't necessarily want to wrap the ditch around the back of it. And I guess I'm going to have to if I want to keep it. As soon as I get myself a 4x4 and stuff like that, they're going to be parked over there. Really need to look in getting myself a shovel. Can I make the steel shovel yet? No. Okay. I can make the iron ones, I just don't like the trade-off with the stamina. Prime sub hype? Yes, heck yeah, guys. Did you know if you have Amazon Prime, you can get a free sub to the channel? Little strap this much? Don't even worry about it. You do not have to... Guys, whenever it comes to this channel at all, you guys do not have to sub. I do appreciate it. Don't get me wrong, I do. I'm just saying, if it's Christmas time. If money's tight, save it for grandkids and stuff like that. Do that. Save it for loved ones, you know? We are just here gaming. We're just doing the things. Right now I'm digging the ditch because I need resources. So if anybody comes around my base, be careful of the first steps. That's the doozy. Free games help too? Yeah, free games do help. Stammer, please! I also really, really need an antibiotic. This is getting so bad. Cupcakes, how you doing? Thank you so much for the follow.
They're here.
Inside your mods folder, you have 2 folders. The Harmony and Janik Alpha 16 is back. Is this correct? It should be. Just check to make sure that it's not a folder tucked into a folder on the Alpha 16 part. The Harmony folder is fine. Jimmy, thank you so much for the follow. What I mean is sometimes they'll nest folders inside of folders. Hang on. You just have to make sure inside of that folder is the, what is it called? The configuration folder, not another folder that says the exact same thing, because mine was nested whenever I downloaded it, and it won't work that way. Yeah, and we're using the version of the game that you have to be on for this is 2.2. I don't know that they have upgraded to 2.5. I have a feeling it'll probably take a little while. And there's a few people who have already said that they're not going to upgrade their version of the game until they get done with 2.0. All hails the ditch. Nice. Yes. Thing is this going to be a close call whenever it comes to this? Let me check these. I really feel like these things do not care if your days are longer. They're not going to produce any faster. Lays the ditch with traps and landmines? Heck yeah. Mostly if you, as long as your ditch is 3 wide and 4 deep, or 3 deep. It's either 3 or 4 deep. 4 to be safe. Deeper if you can. Not that way. Then the zombies won't path over it. They'll look for another area. If you don't give them another way to come to your base, they'll stand on the edge of your ditch and just like headbang for a while until they break something. Go 4 so you can put a floor in it? Yeah, it looks a lot better when you can put a floor to it. And then you can use one of the 5,000 blocks that the zombies can't path over. I actually kind of... All pro platypus. Oh my goodness. All pro platypus. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate that. Did you intend to make a tongue twisting thing? Thank you. Thank you so much for the raid. Playing No Man's Sky? Nice. I still keep meaning to get back into No Man's Sky, and I have not had a chance to boot that one up. I booted it up like a year ago and tinkered around in it. I just didn't get very far in it. So how was your stream? How's your stuff? How's your things? Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Liz. We are playing some 7 days. It's actually modded. This is Alpha 16 back as Alpha 16 is back mod. We are on day 42 of the server. Sadly, I'm not going to be here for the Horde. I've started working on my base, but I'm not actually ready for it. So right now I'm just gathering up resources while we chit-chat. Inside the Genic folder, there's a config folder amongst others. Yes, then that's the right way. Sometimes whenever people condense their stuff into a zip file or whatever, they will nestle their folder into another folder. And I don't know how many times I've tried to boot up a mod and found out that the mod that they had was actually inside of that folder, and I had to dig that folder out and put it in. So they just like nested into a separate folder. It usually happens that way a lot whenever they have a secondary mod that they're running with it that they want to keep separate in case people don't want that section of the mod working. So you're running a permadeath series and can't move to the center till I find an S-class weapon and an S-class ship. Really? Well, damn. Yeah, see, there is no way I would be able to do a permadeath on anything. I just have some days where my brain doesn't work. Every single one of my series, I'd have a bad day and my character would be dead and I would be so angry. It just messed me up. I've tried doing permadeath series and I just get pissed. It's like day 2 and I walk around a corner straight into a dog's mouth. Nope. I would be angry. It's like it's not even worth me putting up as a recording. The, which one was it? Oh, my character's dancing. Was it the drop bears? Deshung Tower Challenge that I did. It was supposed to be permadeath. Supposed to be. Every time I walked into that building, I died. And it was basically going through, like, Resident Evil or something like that, and there's a section, a dungeon section that you constantly have to repeat till you can figure out some techniques to get through it. That's how it felt. Because I decided to do it in the wasteland. And there were dogs, there were bears, there were ferals. Oh my, it was chaotic. You did one on 7 days for fun, not stream, made it to 40 or 50 days at your best. Typically, if I can make it through the first week, I'm pretty good. But during the first week, before you get anything, there's always a chance of not, excuse me, finger, there's always a chance of being out of stamina and then a dog running up in the middle of the fight. That's usually what kills me. Or I get blocked into a room because it's just a thing that I do. It's a talent that I have. I'll hard panic and run straight into a wall whenever a group of zombies comes after me because I have got a great sense of direction. So, yeah. There's been more than one time that I have died really early game and then was fine for the rest of it. Especially when you go from one playthrough where you're a maxed out character and you're expecting to have this much stamina and stuff, and you go to a brand new character and you're like, oh yeah, if I swing my club once, my character's tired. Oh crap, I have no food and I can't run. Especially when one of those happens. I'm very aggressive to deaths, though. Her record against them is spotless. Chaplain. That's just wrong. Just wrong. There's no proof I've been violent to deaths.
Skin or else it gets the hose again.
JD, thank you! Thank you so much for the 1K bits. Thank you so much for those biddies. I appreciate it. There is literally a clip, LOL. You have no proof. You have no proof. Shh, they haven't seen it, so it doesn't exist. This is the internet. If you don't see it, it doesn't exist. There's no proof. That's how it works. And heck, even if you do see it on the internet with the stages of AI that we're dealing with, you never know. It still may not be real. So there. Okay, and we need to go to here. Am I making a moat? I'm making the ditch. Yes, it's a moat. I'm mostly just gathering resources. This just happens to be here. We've got a lot of sand. A little bit of clay. But I can make some more cobble. Alright, I'm gonna bring it back out this side so I can match it up. Go straight across here. And then, are we on the block right after this? On which block are you sitting on? Ah, I see. Okay, so you're on that block, so I have to go to here. Okie dokie. When we come back, I'm definitely going to have to figure out a way of fixing the infection. If that means traveling and maybe going to see if Jen has some, I might have to do that. Right now, we're going to go ahead and call it because, like I said, I'm not going to do the Horde Night. I'm not ready for it. And I'll get it fixed for everybody who's coming in after me. Have I tried the new update? No, I have not. I've done a bit of a review and I have been watching people play it, but I haven't actually done it myself. There are some things that I like, some things that I don't. I actually did a video on my main channel about the things that I like and the things that I don't, just 5 of each. Just to quickly go over things that we kind of need in the game still. But it looks like it's going in a better direction. It's not there yet. And I think specifically the smell feature, while interesting and having a use in this area, I think they decided to blanket all over the thing and implement it in places where it didn't actually need to be. And they did it in a not so immersive way. Like, I'm sorry, but zombies are not going to care about the smell of a potato, and they care even less if you ate the potato. So maybe if it has like some sort of a meat to it, it would be fine, but I also don't think zombies would care one way or the other if it was cooked meat. I'm not sure. I guess you'd have to have some sort of lure on what's driving the zombies to eat the people anyway. Are they after their brains? That kind of thing. Or is it just movement based? Is it just movement? They attack anything that has movement. I don't know. That would require a whole lot of digging on the zombies part to go with, but a character carrying meat around their pocket, yeah, I can see how predators would find them more attractive. Them having eaten a beef stew, maybe because the smell of meat might attract some predators, possibly, but eating a potato or corn on the cob or anything like that, I don't see them actually being interested in that smell because they're not interested in that thing. Like, you can find corn and potatoes and stuff like that in the world, and we don't see a whole lot of zombie farmers. So I don't think that they're actually attracted to that smell unless what they're saying is because the character has eaten, the character now smells because they have gas or something. I'm like, but you already have when they have dysentery, that's when they have gas. Now why are you taking it to where when they have dysentery, they have gas? But now anytime they eat, they have it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I think the only thing that balances out is you do have the ability to wash it off by going into water. I just think it's an odd mechanic. And of course, since you go into water, you have to be careful because you might freeze. So it does tie in. I'm just not sure if that was the best way to handle it. I don't know. I guess as soon as they finish out this version, we'll have to try it out and see if it just kind of meshes together and feels more immersive. But Liz, farting? Yeah, it happens. Everybody does it. There's actually a plant that is out there that is actually named farting, or farts. It's called a fartichoke. Jerusalem artichoke. If you eat it, it upsets your stomach, but it's supposed to be highly nutritious. That's the name that they give it. Veggie stew? Yeah, unless you're making it with a beef broth, which you don't have to have any beef. You just have to have water. So there's no meat involved. Why would zombies be attracted to that smell? And why only after you eat it? And yet meat, if you don't eat the raw meat, it's just sitting in your backpack, they can smell that. So I'm assuming by that amount of drawing conclusions through all of that information, what they're actually saying is people just smell when they eat. Or you smell like what you eat. It's not while it's cooking, it's not while it's inside your pocket, it's after you eat it. That doesn't make sense. Thank you so much for the follow. With your current infection, you probably smell like a zombie.
They're here.
Yeah, possibly. Possibly. Entirely possibly. But this is not the zombie virus I'm infected with, so it doesn't really matter. If it was the zombie virus, herbal antibiotics, honey, and our antibiotics now wouldn't be able to cure it anyway. If I had those medicines, it would cure it, so it's not the zombie virus. I'm just got a blood infection from getting a scratch, and I didn't treat it properly. Which, you know, we don't have alcohol or anything else like that to fix that kind of thing.
No. Yes. No. Yes.
JD, thank you so much for the
Yes.
gifted sub. Thank you so much for that gifted sub. I appreciate. I think it's more that the moment of you pulling the food out or opening a can or such puts a new smell into the air and it draws them in, but that does mean that the zombies have an extraordinary sense of smell. It's not the fact that they can smell it, it's whether or not they think the smell is enticing to go after it. These items exist in the world anyway, but we don't see the zombies out inside the field digging up all the potatoes. Maybe after it's cooked, the smell will get stronger because I can tell when someone down the road is grilling, so during the cooking process I can see it drawn in zombies. But after they take it off of their grill, put it on their plate, and take it inside their house, or heck, even if they eat outside, I probably don't smell it anymore. Guess you would smell like coffee? Yeah, I think so. I don't know whether or not drinks affects your smell. I don't recall seeing that on there. It's the fun pimp flu. It's vague, undefined, and changes every 5 minutes. Yeah. I would like to have the medical part feel more immersive by having that fleshed out. I don't think they're ever going to define it.
Stewardess, will there be snack service on this flight?
Richie, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate. I don't think that they are ever going to define those things because as long as those things are no longer defined, they can take them whichever way they want to later game, should they choose to. I honestly think it would be easier if they had that stuff fleshed out before they tried to progress the game. Because if you don't have, like, concrete, this is the way the world works, and this is things that they have to worry about, and this is the survival aspect, it doesn't help shape the narrative. It's like, I don't know how many of you guys write for fun or whatever. It's creating a character, creating a backstory, then taking that character and their backstory. Thank you, Brett. Thank you. If you were to take... Oh, crap. Now I forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah. If you have a character, you have a character sheet, you have their backstory. And then you take that character that you created and you plop them in the middle of your story. Instead of saying, I want you to act this way because I need you to do this for this plot point, you have to ask yourself, given the background you gave the character, their history, and how they became part of the story, how would that character act according to what's going on in the show or the book? You can't just take them and shove them in there and have them not do something that makes sense for their character. It's the same thing for a storyline. You can't just have it do something that doesn't make sense because you just want it to. Speaking of which, let me jump out of the game before it's any later than it is. No worries, I'll go back in there and fix the time. Don't even worry about it. Just don't anybody else climb on there unless you know how to rewind the time, otherwise you'll be stuck with the horde. Do you think you'll have a bit of time to goof off a little bit later? I should, but I'm not 100% sure. I should. We'll see.
Excuse me, stewardess, will there be snack service on this flight?
Thank you, Richie. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I feel like if the Fun Pimps were to actually take each aspect of their game and fully define it to themselves, even if it is... even if whatever it is never makes it into the game, if the reason for it existing never makes it into the game, if they were to flesh out the backstory of all the traitors, the backstory of how the zombie virus happened, the backstory of when the bombs dropped, the backstory of the virus itself, where it was created, any mutations that were worked on, and all of that. If they were to work on all of those things, then they could take those things and vaguely put them into the game so the character's left, or the person is left wondering, but there is a defined direction that everything has to go, if that makes any sense. Rich, how you doing? How's the back doing? It's doing better today. It's doing a lot better today. It was still sore yesterday, and it's sore as long as I move in particular ways. And if I breathe way too deep. Thank you, JD. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, it wasn't a big deal. It was a Charlie horse, but it was in the spot on my back that always messes up whenever I overuse it. So it was just like a bad location. I couldn't hardly breathe. I was doing that recording and having to pause to take deep breaths and stuff, and it was messing it up because I was pretty sure at certain parts I couldn't hide the pain on my face, and I looked like I was thinking about taking a dump. I was like, it's okay, I'm fine, just, I will get through this recording. It's like, I know I had that my back hurts face, which is the same as I'm angry face or whatever, and I didn't want it to come off that way. That was not what I was trying to do. I was just trying to get through the recording because I had a recording written. But, yeah, I think a lot of this stuff has to do with if, say, for instance, the zombies have the ability to smell food on the character, why? Why can they smell that on the character? Are you proposing that zombies care about human farts? Or gas? Or odor? Given all of the smells that probably exist in the world at this point, if it was like right after an apocalypse or something like that, I could get that the smells are probably weird, and there's a whole bunch of dead and dying and decay happening, and then at this point the zombies have been without a whole lot to smell because things have died off, and we know from context clues that zombies are not currently being made. Maybe the issue is they just smell something different? Maybe? But why would that change according to whether or not you just ate? That would just be all the time. I don't know. And I still don't think that zombies have come back to sniff people's potatoes. So I like the temperature, and I like the implementation of the smell and stuff like that because it was a previous feature and it did make you think about it going hunting. I just don't know if it's fully implemented immersively. You know? I know if my ear is blocked and my hearing is muffled, my smell is on overdrive. Uh-oh. Yeah. I don't know. Given the fact that I've done these deep dives, and I'm trying to, all these things that they're implementing into the game, I'm trying to figure out how they actually work, in what way this mechanic makes sense, And so far, the sniff update doesn't really make sense to me. I do understand the meat, because we assume that they are meat eaters, predators, that kind of thing. But as far as the rest of the food, and only because you eat it, because meat, they can smell in your pocket, but the other food, they don't smell in your pocket, they just smell it when you eat. I don't know. Raw yucca seems to be safe? Really? They just haven't got to it yet, then. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I know that this is a little bit early, but I don't want to start off the Horde Night. This is a bad time to start the Horde Night. I was not prepared for it. I wasn't realizing that it was going to be on a Horde Night. So I'm going to go ahead and call it here. We will be back tomorrow. We're playing some Fallout 76. Probably just doing some random questing and stuff like that, goofing off. Friday we'll be doing basically the same thing in Outlast. We're going to be doing some random missions and goofing off. Keep your eyes out in the Discord and on both platforms, because I'll be on the VODs channel and on the Twitch channel. I will put up a flyer for whenever the charity stream is going to start as soon as I have the time and date. I do intend for that to be like a 6-hour stream with us playing possibly 3 different games. So I will let you guys know, but I know it's going to be Stand Up to Cancer is going to be the thing that we're doing this time. It's the same one that they did for Thick 44. So we're going to be doing the same one. We have some story stuff to do in Fallout? Yeah. So I'm hoping the charity stream is going to be Saturday or Sunday. If I have to, I might push it to Monday or Tuesday, but I already know I'm not going to be streaming next week, later on in the week, because Thanksgiving, and I want to be able to be present for all of that. So I'm just going to talk to Bam about when the scheduling is going on, because I don't know what days he has off and what he's got planned, and I don't want to force everybody to be quiet because I'm streaming. So we'll see. Not Thanksgiving, Christmas, my bad. I told you, my brain does not work today. It's been a stressful week. It's okay, I will deal with it, just my brain hasn't caught up. And no amount of caffeine is going to fix it. I have already tried. Okay, let's go ahead and see if we can raid somebody. Thanksgiving again? Hey, things are going so fast we could be on our next Thanksgiving already and not even know it. Okay, as far as redirects...
So what's your sperm count?
Oh, thank you, Richie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So what's your sperm count? We're gonna go for Hell's Janitor. I'm not sure what he's playing today, but we're gonna raid him over on the YouTubes. YouTube, I will see you guys back tomorrow. We're gonna be playing Fallout 76. I'll see you then. You have a wonderful day with that, and you stay shiny. Bye, YouTubes! Bye, YouTubes! Okay, then...